Hello guys, this is Villager Master. Welcome to the channel. Yes, we are still talking about relationships and finding good friends. Yes, sir. I did not forget what we were talking about. Always do your best to do your research on people, your friends. For me, it is difficult to find good ones, I tell you. Yeah, like they make fun of you, make jokes, that's normal, you know? But I will say one thing clear to you. Never make fun of people's religion. That is a no-go. Yeah, you can say, hey, make a little bit of joking around, but if it's at their own Lord, no, do not make jokes like that. It's like saying, hey, let's make fun of blind people, you know what I mean? It's just the same thing, it's no. Yeah, if you disagree, I understand. You can have a debate and talk about it. If they agree, of course, you should respect people's boundaries too. And yes, I am still working on that garden I mentioned. But I will say one thing to you guys clearly. I don't mind joking around. I do not mind joking around. Yeah, a lot of people say I have no humor, but you always gotta find a balance of joking around and not being a snowflake. A lot of people say, no, it hurts my feelings. Hey man, do you know what the point of life is? It's joking around. Serious man gotta go away somehow. If you're so serious, you're gonna get burnt out early in life, I tell you, on what you want to do. After all, how would I know? I done it myself. I felt so tired, I tell you. Like you would not believe it. Including the littlest things I used to freak out about. Like, yeah, being a clean freak is good. It is actually very good. If you're a guy who likes rubbing mud in your ears, don't do that. It's good for your skin, by the way, I'm pretty sure, mud at you. But when you're done using mud, make sure it's clean mud too. Not like gross stuff. Because mud is, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I do apologize. It is good for your skin. I don't do it, you know. When I was living on this farm with my parents. No, I'm not a farmer, by the way. If anyone is wondering. I had to play in mud because I was bored. I was making a little trench, apparently. That was when I was bored out of my mind. After all, kids get bored pretty easy, you know. I don't remember how old I was, but I know I wasn't that old, you know. I think I was 16, 18, no, not 18. Yeah, 18, yeah. I got so bored, I just started making trenches around the house saying, hey, I'm gonna make a fortress. I didn't know what was going through my mind back then, guys and girls. You should always have friends, but in my eyes, you should only have the same gender as yourself. Because if you ever get in a relationship, it's gonna give them red flags. You know what I mean? Vice versa, guys. You should always have a boundary between males and females. Because if I ever had a spouse, I would be furious. Yeah, I know it's overprotective, but still. You know what I mean? I do not have a single female friend, I think. Yeah, older ones is probably fine, you know. But I'm just talking about, like, keep your distance, you know. I try to find friends who have similar interests. If you have similar interests, why not marry them in the future? That's a good thing. If you have so many things good in common, in good ways, it's a good thing. I can't understand things personally because I have issues expressing them by way girls and guys. I can express anger pretty well. If you met the guys at work. I don't even say anything. They just know. Most of them do. Always have dignity for your friends. Hey, always back up your friends, But if they're doing something really bad, don't. You should never hide it. Because your friends need to learn a hard lesson about what's real things about life, There's consequences against your actions. If you're running someone over, you think the cops are going to say, hey, were you joyriding and having fun, There's consequences against your actions. Doesn't matter if you're rich or not, it's going to bite you in the butt at some point. And if it does happen to you, I'm glad, because after all, you always have to keep your eyes on... Yeah, I got off track about friends and relationships, but a little bit. But besides the point, it is always good to do one thing. When you're driving, make sure you know how to drive. And do not steal people's cars. That is bad. How do I know? I know a few people who have done it. And they have got punished for it. Did they deserve it? Yes. If someone is stealing a car, doesn't matter if your parents' car or not, that is dangerous because you don't know how to do anything right. Like driving. Yeah, if you actually do know how to drive, don't steal your parents' car, of course. Get a job. If you already have a job, figure out another way of making money, like making books, maybe be an artist, After all, I make books for fun. I even started doing it and publish them on Amazon at some point, hopefully. With my friends' help. Because I'm not the smartest for electronics, guys. I'm not a genius, Maybe give people advice on certain stuff, of course. If people want to hear it. I give this one guy at work, I give this guy dating advice. I said to him, saying, we don't hang out enough. And he says, hey, I think we hang out enough. Here's the thing. Do not push them away. Say you're too clingy. Do not do that. If you want a healthy relationship, yes, find boundaries, But here's the thing. Saying he wants to hang out with his friends, and she wants to hang out with him. Like, it's a done deal, Hang out with her. Your friends, you can get a dime a dozen. But for a partner in the future, no, you cannot find those very often. Yeah, there's a dime there's like a few pennies in a fish, But if that is a true one, you do not want to lose her at all. Or vice versa, girls, if there is any. I have no idea who watches my stuff, so I'd assume it's guys because, I don't know. I just assume. I just assume so. If you say, don't be like that, don't ever assume it. I don't care. I do not care. Have you ever heard of rights of free speech? If you have that in your country, of course. Hey, I'm a Canadian, not American. I didn't say First Amendment right. I don't give a care. Be respectful still, at least, Be always respectful for one another. Including if you despise a person, Always be respectful for one another. You can still strongly dislike someone, Can't be friends with everyone in the world. A lot of people think you can. For me, I am just stubborn. When you start getting near me and I don't want to be near you, that just means I don't want to deal with you. But somehow you see me walking up to you and I just stare at you. Doesn't mean I'm creeping you out, you know. Yeah, most people say, what? This guy's off. Yeah, most of the time, yeah. But introverts, it takes them a long while to actually have enough courage to actually start talking. For me, it takes me a few months or a few weeks. It depends who you are, to be honest, for me. The longest time, I think it took me to start talking to someone, I think was 3 months. There you go, Mr. Fish. Yeah, I know it's a squid. I call it Mr. Fish. There we go. Making a pathway, because I don't know how many of you guys are actually going to watch my stuff. So I always have to be prepared and get ready for the action. Saying, this guy, subscribe. Billy 45678. You know, you never know. You never know. Yes, I will be making an icon. I'm doing an M. M is in master. That's for you guys to know I actually look at your comments too. For the number one. Number one, send me a message. If there's not a lot of you and there's like a handful of comments, I might just look at the whole thing. Wait, what was building again? I forgot. Oh, M. I forgot. Oops. Good enough. If you guys whine about it, suck it up, Buttercup. Oh. Good enough. I did my best. Sometimes I do actually look in the shorts. I do. At the beginning stages, I do. If you actually want to see a big YouTuber, but my big YouTube account is actually roughly 17K on my one, but that one's for religious purposes only. For reminders for people, you know. Yeah, like I will say one thing, there's a lot of people who are two-faced nowadays. Two-Face is like maybe 10 they're the nicest people. For me, you can judge on your own. I do whatever I want. You can call me nice, you can call me stubborn, you can call me the biggest word in the dictionary, I do not care. But just do not call me late for dinner. So yeah, on healthy relationships, by the way, guys. Yeah, I will be making a whole entire video about me just filling this in. You have an issue with it, deal with it, you know. But by the way, like on healthy relationship topics, on serious matter, I'm not kidding. Like for introverts, they cannot talk to very many people. They like small crowds. If I'm gonna give you an example, guys, for females or males, if you are interested in an introvert, I'm gonna say one thing clearly to you. Try to be by yourself with them because they can relax and feel more comfortable. Because they do not deal well in crowds. For me, I cannot, like the life of me, I cannot speak. To be honest. If there's a female I'm interested in, you know, to get to know, I prefer to be by myself, talking to them alone, without feeling very uncomfortable. Or I wouldn't even say a word, to be honest. I wouldn't even talk to them. I just would give up, honestly. I've done that many times, to be honest. And I talk roundabout ways, of course. Roundabout ways like saying, are you interested in someone? You know? That just gives you a green flag saying, this guy's into me, or girl, of course. Most of the time, but most of the time it is a green flag. For me, I wouldn't even make a first move anymore. Because usually, I am terrified screwing up, misunderstood it, and being wrong. Yeah, having a little bit of courage is good, you know. But for introverts, picture this, guys. If you're an extrovert who have a lot of friends who talk a lot, it takes them 10 times much of effort just by talking to someone than like when you ask a question when it's like when you present in the class, for example. It says, "Hey, do anyone want to present their project on the blackboard or whiteboard or you know what I mean?" I'm not kidding. I will not lie to you for this. It's like that for when you're presenting. It's like pulling teeth. It is literally like pulling teeth, guys, for them. For me, I try to think about something completely different than besides the topic, you know what I mean? But besides that, on a serious matter, I'm not kidding. Like, I wouldn't even speak to you if you were interested in that type of stuff. I wouldn't even look at you. I wouldn't even know. Yes, there's a lot of people that are such things as airheads, and that is a true fact. There is a lot of airheads. I'm probably one of them. I had feelings for many people, not all at the same time. One at a time, of course. I had feelings for this one person. I never act on those feelings because of issues, you know, for myself. So, no, it's not a good idea. You should always know when to give up, but at the same time, you should always know when not to give up. When you have fights, with your spouse, does it mean like you walk away when you're having a fight, you know? Saying, hey, she's not letting me talk to her, you know? Yeah, you have issues. If it's like this all the time, like months on end, they need to grow up, you know? They just need to grow up. Yeah, sounding the guy who's in his 20s, you know? I sometimes can't believe I'm in my 20s still. Feels like yesterday, I tell you. When I turned 19. Healthy relationships, you always gotta be honest with a person. Including if it hurts them. But for relationships, if there's a dress or she doesn't look so good, that's appropriate time to lie. Besides that, nothing else. Like seeing her wearing a green dress and she looks, okay, it looks okay when you're giving her a nod while you want to throw up type of deal. No, that's appropriate time to do that. Besides everything else, no. Because you always gotta know when to shut your mouth. But on the serious matters stuff, yes, you should be honest, most definitely. Never cheat on anyone. If you don't cheat, just break up with them, then do whatever you want, you know? It saves the other person face, and it gives you, you don't look like a bad person, you know? Like saying, I still like them. Hey, no you don't. If you liked them, you would have not cheated, you know? Don't do that stuff. That's disgusting. You know? It's very important to be honest and stuff. You know? It is difficult, you know, for relationships and stuff, to be honest, sometimes. Like, you feel so angry. Yes, it is normal to be angry sometimes. If they trade your trust. But at the same time, do not lose your temper and yell. Do not yell. Say it in a calm, nice voice, like mine, saying, hey, I think we need to have a serious chat. Not freaking out, yeah, he cheated on me, or she cheated on him, or him cheated on her, you know. Have a nice... That's why you should always break up before you do that stuff. Yeah, like, yeah, leaving him on your leash. No, don't do that. Because he's going to think you're on a friend zone forever. Then he's going to move on from you. And you're wondering, why am I by myself? You know what I mean? Just say you meet times, instead of saying, hey, I'm not interested. Like if you actually are interested. For me, I have no idea. People just assume I just like them if I just walk away. But it doesn't always mean that way. By the way, it just means overwhelmed. For me, if I was interested in someone, yeah, like males supposed to approach women, I don't care. Vice versa, back and forth, you know. Everyone's different in their own way, right? Doesn't mean you have to have all the men saying, hey, you want to go out, you know? It doesn't mean to do that, you know, for an engagement or a marriage, you know. My religion, not allowed to do dating. It is such thing as getting engaged. It doesn't mean you have to marry them. It is getting to know them, right? I'm saying dating-wise, it's just because of people who are not in the same religion as mine, where they can follow along still. Honestly, when I became in Islam, I do not regret it one bit. Actually, I feel more at peace than ever. Yeah, people say it's a bad religion or they think it's bad. No. I strongly disagree, but I can't make that decision for yourself. You know, it's up to you if you want to do research and stuff. Saying, really? This makes sense to me. You should always ask the big questions. I can't answer any questions because I'm new myself at it. There we go. See, look. I'm gonna put the news first sign down because I already know who would actually send me a message first if he found out I was doing this. So I'm gonna automatically put one down for him. It's my British guy. His name is Sun. Sun. Oh. He's a YouTuber himself. I'm having a challenge with him. I'm trying to beat him for subscribers, guys. Let's do. I'll just pink. Look. I'm trying to figure out a good color for when I put these signs up for you guys. Purple? Purple looks good, eh? Yeah, the garden looks good, guys. Did I literally lose track of time? I haven't even started cooking my dinner. Zombie. Roar! He's a monster! Ah. But on a serious matter, thank you for watching. We will be doing a different topic, a different one, because we have finished about relationships. I might do a reminder, like a fair bit, if I don't remember what I was doing. And lose track of what I was doing, so yeah. These are called monsters! This is where we use nukes! Have a good one, guys, and Villager Master is out. Bye!